Welcome to Comfort Time with Aunty Yunike, where we share testimony stories. Today we have a very special guest. This is Mr. Chola Weope, a male breast cancer survivor, a very special bank manager to me. He built me when I was very young, gave me the confidence that I can make it in business when I was freshly coming out of the copper belt. Mr. Weope, it's so awesome to link up with you once again.
Thank you so much, Yunike. It's really a pleasure. After a long time. After a long time.
God is awesome.
I'm so happy to meet you again.
I'm so happy to see you. It just brings up fond memories of how you made me a powerful businesswoman just because you have had confidence in me. Thank you so much.
You're most welcome.
So, your story is very interesting. You are a male breast cancer survivor. I can't even wrap my head around that, because when you talk of breast cancer, we think it's female, but you are a male who suffered breast cancer. How did you feel when you were diagnosed with that?
When I was diagnosed with breast cancer, I was actually very scared. Very, very scared. I thought my death is getting nearer because of what I've read about cancer. Most people say cancer does not take long to kill somebody once they are diagnosed with cancer. So it affected me a lot.
Yes.
But I gained courage as time went by, because I said, this cancer has come up. There's nothing I can do. I should continue with life. When the good Lord calls me, that will be the time to go.
Yeah.
But meanwhile, I've given all my faith in my God.
What were some of the challenges you faced?
When I was just diagnosed with cancer, it was difficult to talk to people about it. Because most people don't talk about cancer. And normally when somebody is telling you that somebody has got cancer, they will tell you that, by the way, do you know that such and such, or for example, if they had to tell you about myself, they will say that, do you know that Chola Weope has got cancer? I'm just telling you. Don't tell any other person.
Don't tell someone else.
I'm
telling you to tell the next person.
If I hear it from somebody else, then I know it's you.
It's you.
But meanwhile, they have told you.
Can you imagine?
So, but later on, I got used. First of all, when I was told, I only kept it in my nuclear family.
Yes.
That's my wife and the children. But later on, I realized this cancer, why keep it on to myself?
Yes.
When there are other people suffering from
this,
there could be somebody there sitting, not knowing that even men can get cancer.
Yes.
Meanwhile, they'll just sit at home instead of going to the hospital, so that they can start on treatment. Yes.
Wow, no, that was very good of you to do that. So, what helped you? What role did your faith play in this? Did you reach out to your God to support you in this very strange, difficult situation?
I'll be frank and tell you that this has changed me towards believing in God. Because now I'm able to pray every morning when I wake up, and I also pray when going to sleep. I never used to do that before. But now that God has touched me, I believe that my being a breast cancer survivor, God loves me, and He has changed my faith.
Okay.
Yes.
And who has been there to support you? I know it's not easy. It's a cross that you can't carry on your own. You need a good support team. Who has been there for you?
You are very, very right. Cancer, you cannot survive on your own. It's a very difficult disease. You need someone to give you a hand. Excuse me. And the people who have been in front of me and who have helped me a lot. My wife Beatrice has been on my side throughout my suffering with cancer.
God bless her.
Yes. And the children. They have been encouraging me to keep going, not to give up, to follow doctor's instructions, so that I don't fall out of the medication status. Yes.
So have you had to make any lifestyle changes?
Yes, a lot of them. Because now lifestyle changes is due to cancer. My body has become weak. I used to be an active sports person, even though I'm a medalla now.
Yeah,
but I was still
senior citizen.
Yes, but I will still jog around and jump around. But since I suffered from cancer and after my healing process, I'm no longer able to even jump. I can't jump as it is now. I can't jump, and right now I can't even drive.
Okay.
Because the cancer treatment, the chemotherapy, penetrated a lot in my bones, which have become weak.
Okay.
As you may be aware, cancer does not give any place.
It circulates. Yeah.
When you're on cancer treatment, it goes eyes, whatever, and everything. You can also imagine during the process of chemotherapy, I lost all my hair on my body.
Okay.
Even where people don't see. Even where people don't see. It's a fact. We have to be frank so that people know.
Okay.
Yeah,
but now most men, sick or not, they prefer to be bald. So we can't even tell that you're bald because of an illness, because everyone we see is bald.
Yes.
Yeah. So it's a fashion now.
It's a fashion. My whole body, I'm on the light side, but during the chemotherapy process and after chemo, I turned black.
Okay.
My nails, they became black.
Wow.
My palms turned black.
Wow.
My soles under my feet turned black.
Wow.
Yes, but now I've recovered. I'm back to my complexion, and I thank God.
Thank God. Yes. Yeah, that is. I can just imagine how it was for you and for your family, and we really commend your wife for being there for you. We've seen situations where when one partner gets sick, the other one says, I didn't sign up for this, and you are left to be taken care of by your own family. That she's been there throughout. It's really fortunate to have a woman who has been there throughout in the good times and in the bad times. And this is what we commend, that everybody, when you say until death do you part, you mean the good times and the bad times. Oh, I really appreciate her.
I say thank you on her behalf, because I also know that there are some ladies who run away from you when you are ill.
When you are no longer able to provide. Yes. You've always been there, able to provide, bank manager or what, and she was always able to benefit. But then that she can look back and say, okay, now he needs me, and be there for you. It's a blessing. Not many men have women like that.
It's a blessing indeed.
Yeah. So do you have any advice to give to those who are being diagnosed now?
For those people who are being diagnosed now, whether it's breast cancer or any other cancer.
Or any ailment actually.
Yeah, or any ailment actually. Is to follow strictly the doctor's instructions. And in addition to doctor's instructions, to believe in God.
First and foremost.
Foremost, to believe in God. Because God is the healer. The doctors may cure you, but the healer is God. And even myself, I wouldn't say it's fully doctors who have healed me. I know I've been healed through the surgery, the operation, the medication which I'm taking. But God is number one. And I also encourage them to go quickly to see doctors so that they are screened. Because people sometimes they tend to say, I'll go and see a doctor later, not knowing what they are suffering from.
And that it's getting worse in the time you are waiting.
Yes. For example, myself, I didn't know that I had cancer. The only thing which made me discover that I had cancer is when I went to see my doctor over my back pain, which came about when I injured myself when I used to play rugby many years ago. And through God, I suspect even God works
in mysterious ways.
Mysteriously. Because when the doctor was writing a CT scan to be done on my back, something just suddenly came into my head and said, tell the doctor about that pimple which is giving you problems.
Okay.
Yes. Then I said, by the way, doctor, I've got this small pimple which keeps coming and going. I don't know whether there's anything you can give me to make it stop. Then the doctor said, let me see, look at that small pimple you're saying is giving you problems. When I showed him, then he suddenly said, Mr. Welpe, I can see that, yes, there's that, it was very tiny pimple, which you wouldn't think would give anybody a problem. Then he said, I can see that it's dry right now. But in addition to that, I can see that your nipple has collapsed.
Okay.
And it's not normal for a nipple to collapse.
Okay.
So I will include a CT scan for the breast.
You see?
So it's through that God is great.
The ailment to push you into the hospital so that you can have that checked.
Yes.
Wow.
Yes. And I'm so grateful to my good God.
Oh wow, that was awesome. Yeah, otherwise, because with all ailments, we are always advised, go to the hospital early. When they catch any ailment in good time, you are able to survive, they are able to cure it. But when you go when everything is collapsed, then there's not much that they can do for you. So we thank God that you were able to have that attended to in time.
Yes, I'm so grateful.
That is.
And right now, I'm still I take my cancer drug every day.
Okay.
Which I have to take for 10 years.
Okay.
It's called tamoxifen.
Okay.
So far, I've taken it for the past 3 years and going into the 4th year.
Okay.
So I'm remaining with another 6 years.
Okay.
So it's a long time, but I'll keep taking it. I won't give up. Because if I don't follow doctor's instructions, this cancer may come back. And normally sometimes the cancer comes back.
Oh yeah,
it's not cured completely.
Yeah. And you say it looks like a long time. These days, people are on different medications for life. So it's not just for cancer. There are people I know who may be diabetic, who are blood pressure patients, people who are suffering from different things, and they've been told, even HIV, they are on drugs, and those drugs, they're on them for life. So being on some kind of drugs for life or for the next 5-10 years, it's really not a big deal. It's the life that we are living nowadays. So it's just to continue with what you're supposed to be on, because it's helping your life. It's helping you to have a better quality life. And that is all we can ask for. Oh, I'm so happy that you have been able to share with us, as I can now share with you our nutrient. I think I shared with you briefly about SOD. So SOD is a nutrient, it's an enzyme, if I can explain the science to you.
Yes, please go ahead.
SOD stands for super oxide dismutase. Can I get one of them? I show you. So this is the SOD. This is the powder form, and this is the capsule form. So what this is a nutrient. And for people who are on conventional medicines, since this is a supplement, you're advised to take it after 1 or 2 hours after your conventional medicine. You're not supposed to take it at the same time. So you take it 2 hours before or after. Because when we are born with 100% SOD. superoxide demustase, which you can Google. But as we get to about 40 years, it comes to about 70%. As we age, it goes less and less. But when you take SOD, you boost it up, because we receive nutrients through the intestinal wall. So when your intestinal wall is thick and nothing is permeable, nothing can be absorbed, and it becomes thick because of less SOD. And also, if you remember, when you have a scar, when you injure yourself anywhere, you heal, there's that scar tissue. So that scar tissue is how the intestinal wall membrane looks like. So it means that whatever good stuff you eat, the nice vegetables, the nice fruits, whatever, they just slide off. They're not being absorbed. You can have even good medicines that are supposed to heal you, but you are taking long to heal because the nutrients or the medicine itself is not being properly absorbed. So this helps to soften the intestinal wall so that you are now able to absorb the nutrients. The men are calling it natural Viagra, because all the men who have been on it, they say the first thing they notice is that the inflammation of the prostate gland is taken care of, and they're able to function normally. And for them, they think it's some kind of Viagra, but it's not. It's a nutrient that heals the entire body. And as you are on it, you find that your sugar levels regulate, your BP regulates. People with arthritis and people with strokes have really benefited from this. Because when you are on SOD and you have had a stroke, and we also give you a vitamin to go with it, calcium, vitamin D, and magnesium, it's all in one tablet. Within days, you are able to feel the movement in if the arm has not been working or the leg, you are able to feel all that. So we really recommend that, yes, as we are on conventional medicines, which we need and we're very grateful for, and we should always be diagnosed when we have ailments, we also can add on some supplements to ensure that our immunity is boosted. Yeah. So I'm very grateful to hear about your story. We are going to share this. I'm sure it's going to surprise many people, as it did me. I didn't know that a man could suffer from breast cancer. But you have brought it out, and now I've been educated, and I'm going to share with many people so that even those, when you just feel fat, remember he said he just had a pimple that was stressing him. So when you have something stressing you, go and have it checked. You never know what it is. It could be nothing, but always make sure that you are safe. So, Mr. Weope, thank you so much that you were able to come, and thank you for sharing your story. It's an awesome story. We will continue praying for you. Your God loves you, otherwise you wouldn't have discovered it in time. And God has a mission for you. You've worked and helped so many people in your life, me being one of them whom you supported and encouraged. And there are many more people who still need you. So be well. God bless you.
Thank you so much. God bless you. Just like you said, you didn't know about men. That men can also have breast cancer. Up to now, even when I talk about it, most men don't still believe. Sometimes I have to raise my shirt up to show them
that I'm serious. It's real. It happened to me.
You see, this is where it was taken out.
Wow.
In fact, it's not just even the health people. Some of them don't know that men suffer from breast cancer. Wow. Most nurses, when I just started going to the cancer diseases hospital, the first time I entered the doctor's room, there was a nurse seated there. Then she kept on asking me, where's the patient?
Oh dear.
Then I said, I'm the patient. Then she turned to the doctor. She said, do men suffer from breast cancer?
Can you imagine?
So I was surprised. So it sort of embarrassed me because I thought, am I the only man and the first man to suffer from breast cancer?
Can you imagine?
But however, I've now accepted it the way it is. And I'll keep on preaching.
You're going to save a lot of men, because I'm sure we have a lot of men who could even have just died, not knowing that that's what they were battling. But with you coming out, you have started the conversation, and with this conversation, you're going to save many lives. It's maybe that was the purpose of allowing you to have that, because I believe nothing happens to us, God's children, without God allowing, without God saying so. So it happened because it was allowed, and it was allowed because of a greater good. So just sharing is awesome. It's going to save many lives. And we thank you so much.
Thank you very much, Yunike. I'm actually very grateful that you invited me to come and give this interview.
Yes.
I am so grateful.
Thank you so much.
And may God bless you and keep you going.
God bless you.
Thank you.
I think you need to give me a hug.
Okay.
No, I don't have to get up.
Okay.
I just can't believe that I'm seeing you after so many years.
Yes.
And you know, thank you for sharing your
Thank
story.
you so much. You're most welcome.
So there you have it. If you go early, you're going to be just fine.
Okay.
Yeah, so this is my former bank manager. How old was I then? I was so young when I came to Lusaka. I came as a new bride. I was actually terrified of Lusaka, because when you come from the Copper Belt, Lusaka looked very daunting. But as you could see, I was very aggressive. I was doing sales. He was like, no. And I think I was one of the first women given a revolving overdraft for 300,000 those days. But I had that money I could cash anytime, whether I had money in the bank or not. And my business, of course, grew because of that. So bank managers out there, support your clients. It's through his support that I developed the confidence. I was a small business lady, but he could see that I was aggressive and that I really wanted to do a lot. And with his support and the support of my husband, I was able to grow. So thank you so much.
You're most welcome, most welcome.
Thank you. So ladies, gentlemen, Comfort Time viewers, please always remember to give us a thumbs up. When you give us a thumbs up, YouTube will pick it up and share with other forums, other people who get this information. I'm sure you agree with me that this information needs to go viral. We need to help people who may not know, as I didn't know, and I'm sure you didn't know, that a man can suffer from breast cancer. So give us a thumbs up, share widely, and if you haven't yet subscribed, please do. Thank you for watching. See you in the next video.